Psalm 62, where it talks about the tongue should fall upon them or something like that. That whole chapter is cool. Some things, but other than that, I didn't really get a chance to put no precepts together. I just read the article at lunch. Yeah, we rolling now. Hey, Shalom, Makim.
Shalom.
Hey, we want to start off first and foremost by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakah, Kodash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Hey, that feed and nourish us through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Salutations, salam, and blessings to you sincere. I can push this word, truth and sincerity. As you see from the title, which is an ongoing theme in Israel, the true brothers that are really pushing this word, and truth and sincerity. Hey, this is why we call you the devil, man. Esau, man. This is why we call you the devil, man. Because you have this 5G that's being pushed to the forefront of Esau's technology, which they claim that it's going to be beneficial to mankind. It's going to help things move faster, which it is. But at the same time, the calamity and the destruction that's going to cause, man. It causes a lot of different things, and we got an article that we want to go in on. You know what I'm saying? We're going to hit some precepts, and Lord willing, it should be edifying. Okay? Do one of you brothers have to?
Yeah, I got the article.
Okay, well, whoever got it, you guys can read that.
Okay. So like I was trying to search for something real quick, but I'll go to the article, and then when we pause, I'll look for it. This is an article from newspunch.com. All right, the date for it is February 6, 2019, which is today's date. It says radiation expert warns that 5G rollout could become a global catastrophe. Yeah, and this is a radiation expert, which I believe is an Edomite. I didn't really look in to see, if what nationality the dude was. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't really matter, man. Esau is being revealed, man. Everything that you guys bring to the forefront, all it does is bring destruction to the world, man. You guys are truly the son of perdition, son of destruction, and everything that you bring forth, man, it just destroys the earth and the people on earth, man. And not even the people, the animals too. Okay? Can I say? Go ahead, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, you got a long ass track record of being destructive, man, all throughout history, which is history that you wrote yourself and put out there on the forefront yourself, man. And it just proves of how much of a destructive force you are onto the planet, onto all life, because you attack every life form that's here on the planet, man. And you do it relentlessly, man. You do it ruthlessly. Right. And there's got to be some type of payback. There's got to be some type of correction for that. Come. Reading on, it says, a leading activist and expert on electromagnetic radiation and health has described the rollout of 5G as a massive health experiment which could become a global catastrophe. According to Arthur, not author like writing a book, but Arthur, like, the name Arthur. King Arthur. King Arthur. According to Arthur Robert Furstenberg, super fast broadband could cause cancer in humans, kill wildlife, and cause the Earth's magnetic field to change. RT reports in a bid to stall the rollout of the networks, Furstenberg is petitioning the World Health Organization, the UN, and the EU to urgently halt the development of 5G. The petition has garnered over 40,000 signatures at time of writing. It says, can I say something real quick? Say it again.
The precept of Satan being a Satan cannot stand.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I was about to say, because the brother just read that they're petitioning to get rid of that 5G, but they're not going to get rid of 5G, man. Okay, just like they're not going to get rid of Obamacare. Okay, they're just going to say they got rid of it and repackage it up and make it something else, because it's all going to usher in the RFID chip, man. All right, with the apostles and the elders on down to Great Millstone been prophesying and preaching for years, man.
Right.
Okay, because it's prophesied in the scriptures that the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, is going to be enforced on the people. Yep. Okay, so that's why they're basically enforcing this 5G, man. Okay, they're telling you that you gotta buy new phones just to get on the 5G, or you ain't gonna be able to communicate, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, and it's gonna switch over to you ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. You ain't gonna be able to buy or sell unless you got this RFID chip, which is on this 5G network, man. That's right. So you see how everything is coming together, man.
Mm-hmm. You know? If I can say something on that point real quick, so like then I'm gonna grab the. All right, so if you remember when they first rolled out 3G, everything switched over to 3G. All right, everything from your computer to your TV to your cell phone switched over to 3G. So when the 5G comes, it's the exact same scenario where all the new developments in technology is going to be based off of that system. All right, and that the thing about 5G is they saying with the internet modems, you don't even need to connect it into the wall anymore. You don't need a Cat5 cable running to the modem anymore because they can just pull the internet out of the air. All right, so that's straight up ushering in for that chip to be able to fucking operate, man.
Yeah, all right, what it does is it brings the network closer to the earth. Which is allowing it to connect easier. Yep. Connect the Internet of Things, allowing it to all connect easier.
It's amplifying those
radiation.
The radiation waves, man. The satellite when the satellite casts down on the earth, it casts down like in a blanket. You know, it's like a big blanket that's being cast down. It's covering a wide region. All right, so what they're doing is they're amplifying it to where the signal's that much stronger, and those towers can ping it that much, more fluent, which, hey, man, the shit they got right now is fucking things up, man.
Yeah.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, verse 11, it says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices."
Exactly, man. We're not ignorant of the devices, the plans that Esau has in store, man. And ultimately Esau wants to eradicate, kill off 90% of the world's population, man. He wants the world depopulated down to 500 million people, man. And this right here, 5G, is a means of getting that established, man. Okay, because you heard what the boy said, it causes cancer, it's killing the wildlife, and then when we read on further in this article, man, it's going to go even further in depth in what it does and the things that it causes harmful to humans' bodies and functionality of your bodies, man. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
It says, this is reading on with the article. It says the development of 5G constitutes an experiment on humanity and the environment that is defined as a crime under international law, the petition states. The U.S. rollout of the new network has already begun in cities like Houston and in Indianapolis, Los Angeles, and Sacramento. This could become a global catastrophe. When the first satellites was launched in the late 90s for mobile phones, on the day that they were launched, on the day they were launched, people sensitive to these things got very sick. The mortality rate rose in the U.S. by 5 to 10%, too, and there were reports that birds were not flying. Furstenberg told the Daily Star.
Yeah, look, man, and this was in the 80s and the 90s when they first deployed those satellites just for just the cell phones, man. Not no 3G, not no 4G. It was just regular cell phones being able to call on. That shit was disrupting the natural function of life, man. The people that they say, like, when you get in a major accident or something, you get plates or something in your arms or your body, that when it rains or when it gets real cold, your body feels that. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So there's people that are sensitive to radiation, so when they felt it, hey, they was getting sick off of just the radiation that was coming down from those just the regular cell phones, man. Now you're amplifying the network even more, and it's gonna get worse for people, man.
Read this real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
When you said that, I was it just came to me. I said, I think that was 1G, you know, and I typed in 1G, and this popped up on Wikipedia. It said 1G refers to the first generation of wireless cellular technology, mobile telecommunications. These are the analog telecommunications standards that were introduced in the 80s and continue until being replaced by the 2G digital telecommunications. The main difference between the two mobile cellular systems, 1G and 2G, is the radio signals used by 1G networks are analog, while 2G networks are digital. And the thing, just to add real quick, the thing about it with this whole 5G being deployed is not only are you going to have 5G out there, you're going to have 1 through 4 still out there now. Okay, just like the brother he texted out earlier that his phone says 5G right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if brothers can see it on my phone, but it just happened this morning.
Yeah,
I woke up and I looked at my phone. It said 5G. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? 5G now?
And that's crazy. Just real quick, because the brother said that Houston, Sacramento, LA, and Wisconsin.
Nah, it said it's like it said Houston, Indianapolis, LA, and Sacramento.
Yep, they already got it, and now obviously Seattle got it now.
You can imagine New York has it. You can imagine Chicago has it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're naming off is big cities. You know, big technical cities. Yep. And you don't leave New York out when you speak about America. You don't leave Washington D.C. out. You don't leave, you know what I'm saying, Chicago out.
No. Yeah, they got a saying, as L.A. goes, so goes the nation. You know, L.A. is like a testing ground for a lot of things, man. You know, I believe they pushed that. They pushed a lot of stuff in L.A. You know, and I was gonna say last night, man, I couldn't get no sleep, man. You know, I was tossing and turning and wondering why I couldn't sleep.
This whole week, bro.
You know, and to hear this brother or to see this brother text out that 5G network just popped up on his phone today, I'm like, that might be the reason. You know, I only got like an hour of sleep, man. You know? So what the brother is reading in the article is true. You know, these Wi-Fi signals, these 5G signals, 4G, all that is tampering with our bodies, man.
That's right.
It's not natural, man.
That's right.
You know?
And this is why we call you the fucking devil, man.
That's right.
That's absolutely right, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, through the spirit, I didn't really sleep very well last night either. I woke up more times than often. Just woke up, you know what I'm saying? No particular reason, just to roll over and try to go to sleep and be up for a good 5-10 minutes.
What they got the term, I was resting. I was basically resting my eyes.
Yeah.
Because I was up the whole night, but I was sleep on and off here and there for the last week, bro. I was like, man, what the fuck, man? I'm waking up. And I'm like, man, I might as well just wake up, man. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I ain't got to go to school until 7, but I'm up. I'm like, fuck it, man. Might as well get up, read some scriptures, do me a sit down or something. Well, hey, man. Go ahead, brother.
It says, Furstenberg also claims that in areas of the world where rollout of 5G antennas has already begun, the local population, including insects and other wildlife, are already getting sick. He claims to have a condition. He claims to have a condition known as electromagnetic hypersensitivity, which induces symptoms like dizziness, nausea, amnesia, insomnia, tremors, heart arrhythmia. What is that? Arrhythmia. Heart arrhythmia, acute and chronic pain, among others, Slakia, though it is not scientifically or medically recognized.
It's not scientifically or medically recognized, but yet here this man is a scholar in his profession, and he's telling you that, and you guys look at him as a scholar because you write his name as a doctor or some type of shit, but yet it's not what it says, not scientifically or medically recognized.
Well, the reason it's not scientifically and medically recognized is because what tests have they done, man? What clinic trials have they done to see the effects of 5G on actual living people? That's all right, the test that they did was to see how it works for technology. All right, how much better technology can respond to it, but they didn't do the test to see how actual living, personnel and animal life and the sort would respond to it over extended period of time. Because you know, even with that technology thing, that you know they're gonna really try to push for it to come out as quick as they possibly can. But they're not looking for that long-term study on if it will make people sick or not. You know?
Well, that's what we know about.
Yeah.
Because, they do those tests, man. Them devils do them tests, but they do it behind closed doors. Proof is, you hear about cases of birds dropping from the sky, man.
Yeah.
You hear about dolphins washing up on shore burnt.
Yeah,
you know? And me and this brother, when we was in the military working with the satellites, man,
sit down yesterday.
they tell you that the satellites,
plastic though.
you can like we point them in the sky, but if you take and point them satellites at somebody, you can kill somebody because that's an actual heat. That's a heat wave.
That's that gun that they got. It's basically like a satellite.
Microwave gun. Come on. Yep. And I used to work that system, man. When I was over in Korea, that's the main system that I worked. Is what the bro is talking about? That satellite that you literally have to set up a zone, telling people, hey, you can't cross this fucking line or else you're gonna get cooked. Yeah. And you can cook fucking popcorn right there in that shit, man. And the trees will be 100 yards off that way, you know, over a football field off that way. And guess what? The tops of them shits, because the antenna's pointed up like this at an angle, the tops of them trees will get fucking cooked, man. With you just running that shit for a couple days, you look, the top of them trees will be fucking brown as hell, man. The rest of the tree green as shit, and the top of them trees is brown as hell, dead than a mug.
So what the fuck you think this shit's doing to us, man? You live a whole life with a cell phone in your ear and you living under these wires and things. What do you think that's doing to our bodies, man? It is slowly killing us, man. And then a brother always states that in order for them to actually really know the effects of something, they have to study it for what,
75 years.
75 years. So you guys just implement this shit and you guys have not done any studies, but all you want is for your system to be at a full steady pace and running up and running as soon as possible, so you don't care.
Yep, it's all about the money for them.
Yeah.
And the reason it's 75 years is because you got to see the effects. You got to see the effects of the people that's first affected by it, but also by their kids and their kids' kids. You got to see generations, how it affects generations, not just, you know, a 2-week trial period.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Real quick. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that thou should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto the servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Destroy
them which destroyeth the earth, man. Who's destroying the earth right now, man? Hey, it's not even a hard question to answer, man. When you think about it, who's running the earth, man? Who's got their hands in everybody's business, man? Who's pushing destruction on every nation, man? The so-called fucking Caucasian, man.
Yep.
Esau, Edom, man. The devil himself. All right. You guys are the one destroying the earth, man. We got the animals just they're seeking death, man. The animals are seeking death. All right, everything, all the creatures in the sea, they're beaching themselves, man. You got dolphins, seals, you got birds, all just dying, man. And who's responsible? Who's responsible? The so-called Caucasian man. All right, it's you that's doing this shit, man. All right, and the Most High is gonna punish you for that, man.
Sure.
And rightly so, man. Go ahead, brother.
It says, reading on an article, it says, in addition, Furstenberg filed a lawsuit seeking $1.43 million in damages from his neighbor for damaging his health by using her iPhone and Wi-Fi connection. It says,
yeah, that's hard.
You gotta chew the meat and spit out the bones, man. And anything you find, you're gonna have to chew the meat and spit out the bones. Man. All right. It says, which, hey, he could have a point. He could have caused, you know what I'm saying, received some health problems from the Wi-Fi connection, man. You know,
he true holy heart. He believes in what he's talking about, so therefore he in his head, man, that's causing trouble, man. Which it truly is, man. We know that it's radiation. He knows that. Esau knows that. But Esau is the devil, and what? It says there was estranged from the womb, man. Yep. Go ahead.
It says much like cell phones before it in the 1980s and 90s, 5G has encountered strong pushback from the general public since it was first announced. In September 2018, Mill Valley City Council in California voted to block development of 5G towers and small cells in residential areas, citing serious adverse health and environment impact caused by the microwave radiation emitted from these 4G and 5G small cell towers. Motherboard reports.
Grab that. This is Luke chapter 11, verse 17. But he knowing their thoughts said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and a house divided against a house falleth. If Satan also be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? Because he say that I cast out devils through Beelzebub.
Yeah, that's Satan be against Satan. How can he stand? You know, this wasn't no Negro community. This wasn't no Latin community. This wasn't no Native American community. Because first and foremost, their voice would not be heard.
Right.
All right. So you know this had to be an Edomite community that's protesting and standing up against this. Because they're the only one that's going to see results in their kingdom, man. This is their kingdom, so they're going to receive results from protests and from them petitioning. But an Israelite is not going to see results. So this is Satan against Satan, which means this. Hey man, that's the telltale sign that this kingdom is coming to an end, man. Okay, even the own peons of the Edomites is against this 5G network, man. Because because we already know what this shit is doing to the people, man. We already know, man. That's why cancer's at an all-time high. That's why birth defects are at an all-time high. That's why autism and all the extra. It's not just the 5G. It's the extra chemicals Esau's putting in the earth, in the air, in the water. But yeah, the microwaves, and that's all this is a big ass microwave, man.
Yep.
That's all it is, man.
Yep.
Okay. You got something to say?
Yeah, man. History shows that when Esau turns against Esau, shit starts to crumble. All right. The only reason, the whole slavery thing they had going on here in America came to a crumble is because Esau started turning against Esau, man.
Exactly.
All right. The only reason Great Britain stopped being great is because its citizens, America over here, start turning against them, man. Esau turned against Esau, man. So the history is always going to constantly repeat itself, man. The reason this devil is on his way out right now is because he's so focused on trying to take other Edomites down rather than continuing with his world domination, man.
Case in point.
Yep.
America and Russia.
Yep.
They're both two Edomite nations, man.
Exactly.
But yet here they are. Actually, America just threw out some warning shots. That's some harsh, some real severe warning shots. Like they're ready to go to war right now. Right now, because America dropped out of that INF treaty, man.
They just tested a missile last night.
Was that Russia?
No, America. In California, in South California, and they were doing drills also in California. I think last night or today. So they're preparing for war.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just on the kingdom of being divided, I was watching State of the Union last night, and you had the Republicans cheering for Trump, and the Democrats was basically not standing up clapping, or they'll boo, or they'll have something to say against them, basically. Some type of sound they'll say, oh, or something like that.
Yeah.
When Trump said something. So that whole house, the whole American government's divided. Don't be surprised you see the government shut down again on February 15th.
Yep.
Or a national emergency or something.
Yep.
Or something major happen. Blackout or something. Don't be surprised, man. Right? Because this place is going down. Esau's time is up, man. Like the brother's saying.
Yep.
For all your evil and wickedness you've been doing throughout these thousands of years, man, your time's up, man. Okay, it's all coming to a head, man.
That's right. That's right, brother. That's right.
That's right. It says, however, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention,
wickedness,
the CDC,
wickedness, More wickedness. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, there's enough said about the CDC. It said, this is a quote from the CDC. There is no scientific evidence that provides a definite answer to that question. More research is needed before we know if using cell phones...
Plausible deniability. It said a definite, meaning it's not an absolute, but we have some type of hint towards it. The damn devil, man. That's that double tongue, man. If you watch that movie, Goodbye Uncle Tom, what the damn devil said is that we're gonna go over there and we have something that nobody else has. We have the double tongue, or we have double speech. You know what I'm saying? Which we're saying this, and you think that this is cool, but it means something totally different. And that's Esau with his words, man. That's why he use these big ass words where you gotta look them up, and they mean the simplest things, but they use these big ass words to throw you off, man. It's that forked tongue, man.
Hey, don't the scriptures say that if you speak in tongues that you're supposed to have somebody to interpret, so that way everybody can understand, everybody can be edified. All right, it's not about using words that nobody can understand, because what's the point in that? Nobody knows what the hell you're talking about. But if you use the simple and the common words that people know, if you use that, well then everybody can be edified from it, man. You know. I'm gonna start that quote over again. All right, this is from the CDC. There is no scientific evidence that provides a definite answer to that question. More research is needed before we know if using cell phones causes health effects. End quote. It says, despite a number of broad-ranging studies into the potential effects of cell phone radiation showing no solid evidence of any significant health risks to humans, least alone insects, many within the scientific community remain skeptical that the benefits of 5G technology outweigh the potential harm to humans. Two recent studies also show evaluated risk of cancerous tumors developing in male rats, though not female, who were exposed to electromagnetic fields, EMFs, for 9 hours a day over 2 years. However, the claims didn't stand up in follow-up double-blind tests.
See that right there don't make no sense. So they did the test and it proved that these rats got cancer. Earlier in the article, it said there was no test showing that the magnetic field is causing cancer, but they did test on rats, and then they said it's inconclusive due to the fact of they did it again and it didn't show nothing. So I mean, it's easy for you to falsify evidence just to falsify things, okay? And you can put anything out there, but yet here it is. It says that they did the test, man, and it caused cancer in these two rats, man. Okay, that's clear evidence that and this is not even 5G, man.
Right.
All right.
That's just under electromagnetic fields. Hey, proof to back up what you just said that they can just put anything out there is look at their Darwinism theory. All right, and you got a wide range of people that actually believe that we evolved from fish to monkeys, and then from monkeys to humans.
And the Big Bang.
And the Big Bang, and that's how the Earth got formed, man. All right, you got a very wide range of different nonsense that's out there that people believe, and it's all based off of theories that they came up with rather than the truth of the matter. All right, so they can easily tell the people that, oh, this isn't harmful, and people are gonna believe it. Yeah. Hey, they're gonna tell the people that the chip is the best thing for them, and people are gonna believe it, man.
Yep.
You know,
this is true. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, real quick. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 12. And in the title for this little passage, it says, "The wicked devise mischief." It says, "A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a forward mouth," which is a wicked mouth. "He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. Forwardness is in his heart, he deviseth mischief continually, he soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly, suddenly shall he be broken without remedy."
You got it, bro.
Yep. So yeah, like I say, He winking with his eyes, he speaking with his feet, he teaching with his fingers. Hey man, last night I was watching, well I think beginning of this week I started watching it, I just continued to watch it, but it was Donald Trump and American Dream on Netflix, you know, and I recommend brothers check it out, you know, it's a good watch, because it shows you how the devil operates, man, okay? Just that devil Donald Trump, he's like a catalyst for all these Edomites, man, okay? All these top Edomites, man, because that's how they move, man. All right, they talk with their fingers, man. The whole Masonic handshakes and all that, secret codes and stuff, man. You know, they wink with their eyes, man, because they, like the brother was saying, they talk with their mouth, telling you, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, that, and the third. All right, they make you think that it's one thing when they're speaking, it's a whole different thing. Then they wink like, yeah, we got this guy, we got them, you know. So, hey, like the scripture says, suddenly your calamity gonna come, man, because all these nations gonna wake up and see, hey, all of us been duped by this one person. Now, hey, we gonna all come together and get back what they stole from us, man. Okay,
it's Isaiah 14.
Yep.
14 chapter. Yep.
But you stole, all the nations stole from the Israelites. All y'all is in debt to the Israelites, man.
That's right.
You know, you're gonna have to pay back to us, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians at the end of the day, man.
That's right. That's
right. But these nations are being gathered together to combat against Esau, man.
Go ahead, brother.
This is a precept. This is John chapter 8, verse 31 and verse 32. And then and then said Yahushua to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then ye are my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. All right? And the reason I bring that out is because even though they'll try to toss in all these lies with what we know to be true, with the wickedness that they actually are up to, hey, the point is, we're going to be made aware of it, all right? We're going to be made where our eyes can see. Blessed are our eyes because they can see. Blessed are our ears because they can hear, all right? So the truth is going to make us free, man. We don't actually care if you guys believe that we're bringing out this information or not. The point is, we're bringing out this information, and it's for the edification of the actual body. It's for the edification of those that actually believe on Yahushua, all right, to know about what's going on. All right, we don't care that this article may have the bones in it. Look, we're gonna bring it out either way because it's necessary for us to be aware of these things, man. Esau is the devil. There's no doubt about that. We're just trying to prove. We're just bringing out another aspect that helps prove that Esau, Edom, is the devil, man.
That's right.
Cause it falls on somebody, man. This lot falls on somebody, man. The scriptures talk about Esau, Edom. Okay, they talk about the wicked. They talk about the son of perdition. They talk about that wicked, unjust person, which is who? Okay, who is it? They have to be identified, man. Just like the children of the Lord, they have to be identified, man. And there's telltale signs to let you know who is who, man. Just like the children of the Lord are going to be under curses, man. Okay? Hey, the true prophets of the Lord are going to be pushing His word and living His word, okay? The wicked, they're going to be doing wickedly, man. Okay? And the son of perdition is going to bring nothing but destruction. And who is that? Esau, Edom, man. And we can't say it enough. We can't say that enough, man. Because the world they want to turn a blind eye to who the wicked are, man. Because why, man? They're hand joined in hand. And so they're all going to receive the same punishment, which is death by pain. All right? But hey, we know who you are, and we're going to keep revealing you for who you truly are, man, which is the damn devil, man. Satan, the adversary of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Okay? The physical manifestation of Satan is Esau, man. Okay, just like the physical manifestation of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man, is the Israelites, man. All right?
Can I read this real quick?
Go ahead, brother.
This is Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Heavenly Father without effect? The Most High forbid. Yet, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mayest be justified in thy sayings, and that thou mightest overcome when thou art judged.
And that's how we're justified in our sayings, because it's in our words, man. This is the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. We're not coming out here preaching out of our own hearts, man. Okay? The Spirit of the Lord is moving between brothers for brothers to even have an open eye to even see these articles and bring out these precepts and continue to watch and to prophesy, man. Okay? It's the Lord that's moving within brothers, man, that got us doing these things, man. Okay? We're not out here on our own. We don't have no arterial motives. We're not seeking no gain. Hey, all we want is salvation, man. We pray that we get delivered, man. Peace. That's all we want, man. We want to be out of this hell. We want to be in our kingdom, man. We want to be in our heaven, man. We don't want to be a subject under Esau no more, man. Because Esau is killing us, man. Slowly and surely, he's killing us.
Trying to microwave us.
Yeah. Damn devil, man.
Microwave was like some 3-minute noodles.
It's like some popcorn, man.
Cup noodles.
Yeah. Let's get that article finished and bring out some more precepts.
All right. Continuing with this article, it says 215 scientists from 40 different countries have allegedly signed an appealing calling for international protection from non-ionizing electromagnetic field exposure, the effects of which include, but are not limited to, increased cancer risk, cellular stress, increase in harmful free radicals, genetic damages, structural and functional changes of the reproductive system, learning and memory defects.
It said changes in the reproductive system, man.
Yeah, man.
This shit is changing your DNA, man. Like, who sits and masterminds a device that's this wicked, man, that's doing this to the people, man? The devil, man. Exactly. Salakia, man.
That's why we call you the devil.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Ah, damn devil, man.
Learning and memory defects, neurological disorders, and negative impacts on general well-being. That's all in quotations. All that I've just listed off.
And these are 215 scientists in 40 different countries.
Right.
So if this boy was saying something that was totally off, why does he have that many scientists that feel the same way? And they're all scientists, okay? What does science mean? It means to know, man, knowledge. All right, knowledge of what? What do they have knowledge of? They have knowledge of what's going on in this earth according to Esau. All right, so they have that knowledge. They're privy to that. And they're against what the fuck's going on, man. They're against what's being put out here, this 5G network, man. Okay? And that's Satan against Satan once again. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, Esau's mapped out every muscle that you have in your body, man.
Mm-hmm.
He you know what I'm saying? The scriptures speak about him being wiser than Daniel, and in a lot of aspects, he truly is, man. Because Esau knows the exact element count of your body, man. You know what I'm saying? Exactly how many grams of this you have inside your body for it to be able to function and whatnot.
He knows the chemicals your body produces.
Right.
Man.
Whether he uses that for your betterment or not, you know what I'm saying? That's up to him and his discretion and whatnot. But he does have that knowledge, so they are aware about how harmful certain things can be to the body, man. All right. How lethal things can be to the body. Let's put it like that.
And that's why we need a savior, man. Okay, that's why we need Yahweh to come back, man. Because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. All right, and you see exactly what he's doing with it, man. He's everything he's doing is for the purpose of destroying the Israelites, man. And he's willing to take himself out just to destroy us, man.
That's right.
All right, and just in his mind state, his sick mind thing, he's gonna get the blessing, man. Which the blessing ain't for you, man. Okay, you sold it, man.
That's right. You despised it.
You just, like the brother said, you despised it, man. So it's not for you, man. Okay, your blessing is to go into slavery, and then after that 1,000 years of slavery, you're gonna be eradicated off the earth, man.
That's right.
That's your blessing, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's all you got coming, Esau.
It's a lot, brother.
You good, bro.
Can I read this real quick?
Go ahead, out there.
All right. It says, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Exactly, man. Hey, for the elect's sake, these days are being shortened, man. Because guess what, man? If the Most High didn't shorten these days, this 5G would knock out so much of the population, and then the RFID chip is going to knock out that much more of the population, and then you have Edom himself knocking out the rest of the population, man. The missiles too, the missiles and the homosexuality and the fluoridated water and the chemtrails in the air. I mean, the list goes on, man. The destruction that Esau has caused to this earth, man. Okay, the fucking salmon that are genetically modified, that once they get put out to the wild, the natural salmon actually gets pushed out because they breed together, and then that DNA from the genetically modified ones is so strong it takes over the whole DNA of the real ones, and so now everything is fake. Like, that's the devil, man. The heart program, yeah, man. This is like, the list goes on, and I mean, we'll be here for till the missiles drop, man. If
Esau wickedness. Just speaking about the food aspect alone, what that man's pumping into the food, man, into the vegetables, into the meat, all right, what he's pumping out there and calling healthy food, hey, that the list will literally go on until the missiles drop on how wicked Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, actually is, man. Because of what he's actually doing to the earth. We need divine intervention. If we don't get divine intervention, we have no hope, man. If Yahushua doesn't come back and take Esau out, we don't have no hope, because there's no possible way we can undo all the damages that he's done to the earth on our own. All right, we need the Most High Power Yahweh. We need our Lord and Savior Yahushua. We need them to come back and to deliver us and to correct this mess, man.
That's right.
We can't clean it. We can't clean it on our own. We need that divine intervention.
And those missiles is ultimately gonna clean this earth up, truthfully.
And the fire from the chariots.
Go ahead, brother.
It says,
yeah, that's this is gonna be the last little bit.
Yep, that's the end of the article. It says, in a letter, Dr. Martin Paul, a biochemistry professor at Washington State University, claimed there were severe biological and health effects, including increased risk of cancer via DNA mutations due to exposure to 5G networks, while also claiming that the FCC is a captured agency, which it is, that is subject to the will of the very industry is supposed to regulate.
Unrighteous decrees, man. You got this agency that's supposed to be policing these industries from causing more harm to society, but yet you guys are in bed with them. So what are you doing? You're not stopping them from killing the people with this destructive ass technology they're putting out, or these pharmaceuticals they're putting out. Because you got pharmaceuticals that they're putting out that's causing what was that shit I brought out? That's what is it doing? Is causing niggas balls to fall off or some shit? Gangrene of the balls, bro. I seen this shit when it was a late night. I don't know why I was even up, but I woke up and I seen this shit on TV. It said, if you have gangrene of the genitalia, call this number because it is. If you've been taking this drug and you have gangrene of the genitalia, call this number because you are subject to because you have a lawsuit. And I was like, what? Niggas balls is dropping off from this devil, bro. The devil, man.
Structural and functional changes in the reproductive system. Hey, speaking about that last part of the article, which just spoke about the FCC is supposed to regulate these people, but they're subject to them. Hey, the scriptures tell you that the gift destroys the heart, man. Yep. All right. If you give somebody enough money that's supposed to be an authority, they'll change that direction that they're supposed to be going. They'll bend that, man. The judge can be paid off, man. These cops can be paid off.
Lawyers.
It's these companies that's supposed to be here to protect the people. hey, that the industry that's ruining the people, if they pay them enough money, they'll look the other way, man. That's right. How Esau Edom gets down.
That is right. That's correct. That's correct. That was it on the article.
That was it on the article.
Brother, precepts, brothers, bring them up because we're about to close it down.
I got that Psalms for you.
All right, yeah.
This is Psalm chapter 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Exactly, man. This is Esau's tongue falling upon himself, man. Okay, because the skirts are being lifted, man. We're in the time of all knowledge of wickedness being revealed, man. Because why, man? Because the Most High is about to do away with all wickedness, man. All wickedness is going to be put out, man. And righteousness is coming back to flourish throughout the whole earth, man. When Yahweh comes back in his power, man. Okay? When Yahweh gives Yahweh the green light to come back to this earth, oh, man, it's going to be hell to pay, man. For you 2/3, you guys got to pay. For you wicked-ass heathens, okay, you got to pay. And Esau, the son of perdition, you got to pay too, man. You got to get it the worst, man. Okay, because you've been destroying the earth for too long, man. Way too long, all right? And that's why you guys' tongues is falling upon you, man, because hey, it was prophesied, man. It was prophesied that you would tell on yourself, man, what you have been, man. All right?
Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 10, verse 7. Pride is hateful before the Most High man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Yeah, the kingdom was translated from us to you, and guess what? Hey, on the flip side, it's going to be translated right back. It tells you that in 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. Yep. As a matter of fact, just grab it real quick.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. It says, Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followed? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
That's right, man. Hey, Esau is the end, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed, man. And rightly so, man. Because, hey, man, we need rest, man. We need rest. The world needs rest. These heathens, they don't even know, but they need rest too. They think they're living, they're on top of the world right now, but this is not living, man. Everything that is produced in this world is produced to kill us, man. Everything, man. It don't matter what it is, it's produced to dumb you down, and to just kill you, man. And it's designed that way because hey, who's ruling? Esau, the damn devil.
You ever when you first tried to do something, you was doing it wrong, but for whatever reason you made it work. And you got used to doing it that way. Like say you was cutting something, you was cutting it all kinds of wrong, but you made that shit work, and then somebody came and showed you the correct way to do it, and you was like, man, that's so much better. You know, that's the same scenario that the world is in right now. They've gotten used to doing things the wrong way, but when the Most High actually puts Jacob back in his rightful place and takes this damn devil out of power, all right, then the world's gonna realize that, oh man, the correct way is a much better way to do it, man. You heathens right now, you're in glory, thinking that this wickedness is actual power, and you're gonna realize that it's nothing. You know, it's nothing.
Got any closing statements?
No,
Hey man, hey, with that, you know, hey, we want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who feed and nourish us through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. A salutation, salam, and blessings to you, sincere Akim. Hey, keep pushing this word, keep bringing out this information on who the devil is, reveal him, expose him. Hey man, we almost out of this thing. Hey, keep pushing Akim. And with that, shalom.
Shalom.
Bible ball.
A Bible ball.